this, yeah? The growth of the movie industry in Nigeria, we have to be honest with ourselves. It's been massive, it really has. We now have the emergence of talented movie actors and directors just pushing our culture to new heights with such beautiful storytelling. Every single day we're talking about just another fantastic film out there. However, if there is one aspect of film in Nigeria, specifically Nollywood, that is yet to explore, to get, its really big limelight on the big screen, it has to be venturing into movie musicals. And please, ladies and gentlemen, I was very specific when I said Nollywood, because if we wanted to talk about Kannywood, which has the northern movies and all of that, yes, definitely, they do loads of musicals. I'm talking about Nollywood. Now, musical films, it's a genre in which songs by the characters are just interwoven into this narrative, oftentimes accompanied by singing and dancing. Yeah, think West Side Story, that is a musical. Well, the songs usually advance the plot or just develop the film's characters, but in some cases are just breaks between, the storyline. Well, today on the show, we're going to be talking about why this part of storytelling is yet to be explored on our screens in Nollywood. Well, joining us right now on the show, as we discuss this aspect of filmmaking and just how the industry can factor in more musicals, I have ORAKA Envy, the Nollywood movie director, alongside actor and musician Efa Iwara. I'm so happy to have you both in Arise 360 today, Efa. I want to begin with you, actor and musician. I'm quite shocked. Tell me about that. Are we about to see like an epic musical by Efa Iwara?
Well, first and foremost, Kachi, I think you look amazing. Second of all, I'm not the focus of the movie. The young rapper called Slade is who you guys really should watch out for. I'm like a hanger in the background, really. But most importantly, I think it's like the birth of a new generation in Nollywood where we don't have that many musicals out there. But this is one of the movies that will set the pace and will be a pioneer. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. It will be amazing.
All right, well, speaking about that movie, you are talking about Symphony. But before we delve into the movie in itself, I want to talk about the actual industry that we are in. Why do you think it's a genre that not many people delve into, which of course will be movie musicals?
I think we were not ready. I believe we took some time to get our visuals right, which I think we have done. We're working on the stories, and then with what the music industry in Nigeria has done, to be fair, the film industry has to do a lot of catching up. But now I feel like it's time. I feel like we're ready. So I feel like it was down to us not being there technologically, but now we're ready. We're there now.
ORAKA, I would like to bring you into this conversation. As a movie director, I want to know your history with, productions. I know you have a new movie coming out, but tell me about past films and why you chose to focus more on movie musicals with your new film.
Okay, so this is going to be, I don't know if I would say hilarious, but this is actually my first. Yes, I'm making my directional debut in this movie, Symphony. But I have a very deep history with entertainment. My company is 12 years in the business. We're primarily into event management and talent management and also music. So I go way deep when it comes to entertainment. Going into movies, I just thought it was right to merge it and do something unique, something that, probably has not done in this way before.
Amazing. Okay, Efa, I'm going to get right back to you now. I am quite intrigued, though, about your musical journey. Do you want to tell us a bit about that and just how, between the acting and the music, what's the pace for both? Would you say, okay, I'm going to give, acting is more like 60, 70% of my entire career and music is more like the 40, 30. What's the pace for you?
That's a very exciting question. That's a question that I ask myself every night before I sleep. Well, prior to acting, music was my life, 100%, everything. Acting was just a hobby. And then eventually, 2016, I started delving into acting properly. And to be fair, the film in general has been a very jealous lover. And I haven't recorded or put out music in so long, But I would say I'm probably going to take a break from film and record an EP and put it out. I'm toying with some titles, either Catching My Lover or Arise. One of the two. But yeah, there'll be an EP sometime this year, hopefully.
You know, the thing is, I would love to be biased and say Catching My Lover is my thing because, I mean, at the end of the day, my slogan is kind of like catchy on Arise. So, but then again, I love Arise.
Oh, that's the title.
Right? Catchy on Arise. Anyway, before we get all mixed up in this, Efa, I'm going to hear you sing today before you go because I always just, you know, the last time I saw you at the Glen event, I was like asking all these questions about King of Boys because he had just come out. But I would say that there is a perception of you that, oh, Efa Iwara is just a calm actor. He's so chill. He's so relaxing. So if you were going to be an artist, would you call yourself like, you know, the tumba guy or like the R&B I love you guy? Which one would you be?
I would say very chilled, laid back, almost think LL Cool J. You know, like if Boys to Men could rap, they'll probably sound like me. It's very relaxed. But don't get me wrong, I mean I love like Tumba, I love Terry G. Like right now, Asake is really doing his thing. Ooh, like if you see me out there, I'm dancing to that. Don't get me wrong. But if I had a choice to make music, it would probably be very chilled.
Aw. All right, ORAKA, let me bring you back into the conversation. So I know you have a new film. It's called Symphony. Tell me about it. We just took the trailer before we brought up this conversation. I know Efa is not the lead in the film, but he's also in it. So walk me through the creative process. You said this is also your first. So is there pressure at all?
Yes, there's been a lot of pressure. I mean, first off, the idea has always been there. The talent has always been there. I just needed to, you know, bring it out. And hopefully, immediately I finished from film school, I then realized that, directing is literally almost like event management. Basically harnessing talents, putting them together and getting the best out of them. So, and that's what drove this project. This is 3 years in the making. I started this in 2019, and here we are today. We set out to tell the story of the youth, you know, make a movie that we can relate to, because most times we don't have movies that we can actually relate to, movies that tell our story, movies that we can look at it and say, this happened to me, or this has happened to a friend of mine. And that's what we set out to do. Talk about their life instances, talk about things that they go through, give them experiences, give them things that they can learn from amidst entertainment. And that's where the music came in. So it follows the life of a young artist who definitely is striving to make it, and then faces a whole lot of travails, a whole lot of things that, you know, come at him. And being a young entrepreneur, you will definitely be able to relate with this. You know, you can relate with what the character is going through, you relate with, and there are several lead characters. I don't know what Efa is talking about, but he played the lead character. He played the lead character. He's the antagonist in the movie, so definitely you're going to see a lot about that. And if you've gone through the trailer, you see that there are several other amazing names in it. And we put these guys together just because we wanted it to be very relatable. I've known Efa for donkey years, and I knew him as an artist.
Exactly.
So when I saw him making movies, I was like, okay, yeah.
It's interesting you'd say that. I mean, your movie is totally star-studded. I know there's Jackie Appiah in it. I saw the band was in the movie as well. Efa is in the movie. I'll tell you this, ORAKA. I have a thing against musicals, and it's a personal thing. Don't take it personal. So I was in this movie, say like almost 6 years ago, and it was horrible. Oh, Lord. Every time I see that film on TV, I am embarrassed for my family and my future children. I'm like, no one should have to see this on TV. And it was a musical. They made me sing and dance. Ah, gosh, and the embarrassment. So ever since then, I'm just like, don't do a musical in Nigeria. But I'm really hoping that your film is going to completely change that narrative. So, Efa, let me get back to you now. So now we know that you've got the voice, and we know that you do sing on this. But when I think LL Cool J, I'm not thinking like singing that much. I'm thinking more of like your slow talking, kind of singing, but not like singing. So do you want to give us a little 20-second vibe. You know, just say something.
Okay,
or
let me try and dig something. Kachi, how could you think that I'll be over you? I'm sorry for the pain, apologies are overdue. But hurting you, baby, is something I would never do. What's a king without a queen? I'm taking out my crown for you. Because you're my heart, you're my soul, you're my everything. But don't think that I forgot about that wedding ring. And don't think for a second that I was better for you, because nobody out there can ever love you like I do.
Okay.
I'm rusty. Pardon me.
Okay. Okay, as in, you know, this is the point where everyone is looking at my face and then I catch you, why are you blushing? And then I get all sorts of messages. I am not blushing, ladies and gentlemen. I am just amazed by the beautiful talent that you have, Efa. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I might like your music more. I think I might be biased. I might just want to hear your music more than hearing you fight people on TV, honestly. But anyway, good luck to both of you on this new project that you're both on. I know the movie's set to come out late in September, so we're super psyched about that. But before we end this chat, I do want people watching at home to see that epic trailer for your film. But for now, it's thank you, ORAKA. Thank you, Efa, for that very beautiful piece as well.